Joe Biden, former vice president and your favorite politician ever for the next 48 days. Recent polls have shown that compared to previous Democratic nominees, Biden isn't doing as well with Hispanic voters, which is why yesterday Biden went to Florida and unveiled his plan to win them over. A new ringtone.
I just have one thing to say. Hang on here.
All right. There you go. Dance a little bit, Joe. Come on.
I'll tell you, my man. I'll tell you what, if I had the talent of any one of these people, I'd be elected president by acclamation.
Oh yeah. Everybody get on the dance floor. And now keep moving toward the exit. No one should have to see this. But yes, at a Hispanic outreach event in Florida yesterday, Biden pulled out his phone and played a few seconds of the song Despacito, which you probably saw online. You know, people are like, oh, this is how Biden thinks he's gonna connect with Hispanic voters. What a pandering racist! What you probably didn't see online is the context. You see, Biden had just been introduced by Luis Fonsi, the singer of Despacito, who talked about how the song proved to him that in this country, we won't be defined by our differences. And then people took the clip out of context and were like, oh no, we are definitely defined by our differences. And look, I expect the internet to share clips out of context. But then President Trump went ahead and shared a manipulated version of that clip, which made it seem like Biden actually played the police on his phone, which will probably bump up Biden's popularity on the left, but I don't think that's what Trump was going for. And once again, this is a reminder. Before you get angry about anything that you see online, just take it despacito. Now, Trump hasn't just been spending his time spreading misinformation on Twitter. Because while Biden is looking to shore up Hispanic voters, Trump has been making a play for a demographic that he's been struggling with. People who don't want to die from coronavirus. Which is why last night, the President of the United States and Hooters Diamond Club member took the rare step of sitting down for a town hall that was not hosted by Fox News. And it seems like he might be just a little rusty taking questions from a less than adoring audience.
The wearing of masks has proven to lessen the spread of COVID. Why don't you support a mandate for national mask wearing? And why don't you wear a mask more often?
Well, I do wear them when I have to and when I'm in hospitals and other locations. By the way, a lot of people don't want to wear masks. There are a lot of people think the masks are not good. And there are a lot of people that, as an example,
Who are those people?
Well, I'll tell you who those people are. Waiters, they come over and they serve you and they have a mask. And I saw it the other day where they were serving me. And they're playing with a mask. I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying what happens. They're playing with a mask, so the mask is over, and they're touching it, and then they're touching the plate. That can't be good. The concept of a mask is good, but it also does, you're constantly touching it, you're touching your face, you're touching plates. There are people that don't think masks are good.
Okay, no, I'm sorry guys, but I'm calling bullshit on this. First of all, the people in the window at McDonald's are not called waiters, all right? Secondly, why is the president of a country with one of the highest corona death rates in the world still giving people room to doubt masks? It's so weird because Trump's followers will do anything he says. So why doesn't he just tell them to wear masks? Masks are great for protecting your health, and you save precious time by not bronzing the lower part of your face. Also, I'm really struggling to understand Trump's logic here, because he's worried about a waiter breathing into their mask, then touching the mask, then touching the plate, then giving Trump the plate, and then Trump touching the plate and then touching his mouth. But Trump isn't worried about the waiter just breathing directly into Trump's mouth.
Here's your order, sir.
I mean, basically Trump is ignoring the immediate threat to focus on a far less likely threat. If an asteroid was coming towards the Earth, Trump would be like, don't blow it up! One of the pieces might fall into my mouth and I'll choke on it. Oh, and just when you thought Trump's answer on masks couldn't get any worse, wait until you hear who he blamed for the fact that more people aren't wearing them.
But I will say this. They said at the Democrat convention, they're going to do a national mandate. They never did it because they've checked out and they didn't do it. And a good question is you ask, like Joe Biden, they said, we're going to do a national mandate on masks.
He's called on all governors to have them. It is a state responsibility.
But he didn't do it. I mean, he never did it.
Yeah. Trump has a good point. Why hasn't Joe Biden instituted a national mask mandate? And don't say it's because he's not the president and doesn't have any power. That's not an excuse. Guess what, Donald? There's only one man responsible for fixing all of America's problems, and it's not Joe Biden. It's Jared Kushner. Look, guys, between this and blaming riots on Joe Biden, either Trump is delusional or he's slowly trying to Jedi mind trick America into thinking that Biden has been president this whole time. Guys, if you want 4 more years of this disaster, by all means, re-elect President Biden. You saw how crazy it was. Maybe this time you should pick an outsider. Hey, maybe I should start pulling this move. Just blaming shit on people who have nothing to do with anything. You know? Just walking into a 7-Eleven like, you guys didn't set my DVR last night, and now I missed Game 7. Now, I know a lot of you haters out there say that Trump doesn't know what he's doing, and because of that, a lot of people are going to die. That's not true. A lot of people are going to die because Trump does know what he's doing.
And we are going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And it is going away. And it's probably going to go away now a lot faster because of the vaccine. It would go away without the vaccine, George. But it's going to go away a lot faster with it.
Would go away without the vaccine?
Sure. Over a period of time. Sure. With time, it goes
And many
away.
deaths.
And you'll develop herd, like a herd mentality. It's going to be herd developed, and that's going to happen. That will all happen.
Okay, there's a lot of things going on here that are funny. Firstly, you can tell that he knows herd mentality is wrong, but he can't remember the right word. So then he tries herd developed, which is also wrong. And you can see in his head, he's just going through all the herds. Herd mentality, herd developed, heard it through the grapevine. Obviously, the phrase Trump was trying to find was herd immunity. And what's funny about that is that for America to reach herd immunity, a couple million people would have to die, which I guess is one way to defeat the virus. So, those are the latest updates from the campaign trail. One candidate, through willful ignorance, is going to be the reason hundreds of thousands of Americans die, and the other candidate played a song on his phone. So I don't know, guys. I can see why this is a tough call.